Next here on Morning Joe, the annual 50 over 50 U.S. list. This is the third year we are highlighting a phenomenal group of women who have rejected the conventional wisdom that their best years are behind them. These women in their 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond have achieved significant success and impact later in life, often overcoming major obstacles. When we first started this partnership between Forbes and Know Your Value, the list was so successful, we went global in the first year. This year, from actress Jamie Lee Curtis at age 64 to singer Patti LaBelle at age 79 to astronaut Peggy Whitson at 63 and many, many, many more. This year's list may be our most impressive yet. Take a look.
When you were younger, did you ever imagine your career over the age of 50?
When I was younger, people were retiring at 50. So I didn't imagine that my career would be what it is now. But as I got closer to 50, my goals and objectives changed. And I feel that once we get to a certain point in life, there's wisdom.
So what's your advice for your younger self?
To go for it. I mean, to be more open to the idea that you are more than just the comfortable sum of the parts that you are at that time. Shake it up a little bit.
Shake it up a little bit. Become the first impact investor.
Right.
If you only do what you know you can succeed at, then you're never going to find out what you really can do. And I wanted to be an astronaut, but I never knew I could be, a commander on the ISS. I never knew that I could be the chief astronaut at NASA. And all those things were a part of me doing and taking those opportunities that I wasn't sure I would succeed at. As much as I wanted to be an astronaut before I was 30, I was a much better astronaut. Getting in later, having more life experience.
Mika talks a good bit about the long runway and how women now are doing some of their most extraordinary things in their 60s, in their 70s. And look at where you are right now, about to turn 65.
I know.
And
I've had the most creative life in the last year that I've had in my entire life. What I was going to say to you about the long runway is you will see that I was going to retire at 40. There have been many, many, many points where I said, well, I don't think I'll ever make a movie again. Because I watched my parents. I watched them no longer get to do the work that made them stars. And I watched them just be famous people who used to work. And it killed them. And it's heartbreaking. And so I always felt like I better get out before they no longer ask me to come. And then what's been a miracle is that every time I think I'm going to do that, then I get a job that then transforms the next 5 years. And that's what's happened. I think the best thing is for women, particularly women, to see people like me, because they go, oh, okay, it's okay.
Is being over the age of 50 an advantage or a disadvantage in your line of work?
It's an advantage.
Why?
Because I've seen it all, I've done it all. I can let younger girls like Beyonce and Mariah Carey and all these little girls who ask me questions about where I've been, I can give them all the info because I've been there, done that, and threw away that t-shirt. And I can give them quality answers. I love being 79.
You love it?
I love it.
Because of the advice you can give to others?
No, because I'm still standing.
Are you optimistic about the ability to create real change here?
I'm very optimistic because if a country girl from Lowndes County, Alabama, could make Forbes 50 over 50, the sky's the limit.
To women in their 30s and 20s who feel like they have to rush to accomplish everything that they want to accomplish before the age of 50 or even before the age of 30, what would you tell those women?
That could kill you. Stop rushing. You're only 30.
And here to talk more about the women on this year's 50 over 50 U.S. list is editor of Forbes Women, Maggie McGrath, and Huma Abedin, the vice chair of Forbes and Know Your Values annual 30/50 Summit. Maggie, this year's group of women, they come from dozens of industries, including biotech, aerospace, venture capital, manufacturing, arts, entertainment. What did it take to make it onto the list? And did anything in particular strike you about this year's class of women?
Mika, you called it our most impressive class of women yet, and I think that is an accurate assessment. Their sphere of influence touches everything from the deep sea to outer space. And as you know, because you've been with us every step of the way, what it took to compile this year's list was a 5-month process. We had thousands of nominees. We sent the semifinalists to 12 judges, expert judges, and then after they gave us back our list, the Forbes and Know Your Value team had debate, did more research, and that is the result that you see today. We have more founders on this year's list than ever before. Patti LaBelle, you mentioned her. She is 79 years old and everyone knows her voice, but 15 years ago, at 64, she founded Patty's Good Life. It is a comfort food company, and today it is a bestseller at Walmart. And I tried the sweet potato pie. It is very, very good. We have Jane Werwan.
I love it.
Yeah, Jane Werwan, the founder of Dermalogica. Eileen Lee, the founder of Cowboy Ventures. They're not just founders building businesses at scale. A lot of these founders are giving back and increasing the flywheel of female entrepreneurs. Jane, after selling Dermalogica to Unilever at 57, founded an incubator and development nonprofit for entrepreneurs in LA. Eileen Lee has invested in Dollar Shave Club and Rent the Runway, but she's also a founding member of Allraise, which is dedicated to increasing the number of female check writers and power players in the United States.
Now, Huma, a number of women in politics and policy also made the list. Who jumped out to you?
Gina Raimondo, who at 50 was appointed Secretary of Commerce. Before that, she was the first female governor of Rhode Island. And she's really done something that's hard to do in Washington these days. She's respected on both sides of the aisle, and she's really focused on bringing jobs and manufacturing jobs in particular to this country. Can't wait to see what she does at 60. Tracy Hall, for those bookworms among us, at 51, she was appointed as the first African-American leader of the American Library Association, and she has been one of the foremost national voices in this country speaking up for the right to read. You know, there's too many book bans, in my opinion, around this country, and I love her mantra, which is that free people should be able to read freely. And the last person I want to mention, and I think we're going to hear a lot more from her, is Fani Willis. At 52, she is the Fulton County District Attorney, leading the investigation into Donald Trump's alleged conduct in Georgia in the last election. And so I think we'll hear a lot more from this star.
So, Maggie, you know, when we started this 3 years ago, we had such a massive influx of nominees, over 10,000, I believe. And so we actually broke up the list into 4 categories: impact, lifestyle, entrepreneurs, and money. And you told us that the impact list was especially competitive this year. So I'm curious to hear more about Catherine Coleman Flowers, the face of this year's impact list.
Yes, Catherine Coleman Flowers turned 65 a little later this month, and she has dedicated her over 50 career to researching and exposing and changing what she calls America's dirty secret, which is that in the richest country in the world, there are families living without proper sanitation and sewage running in their backyards. She calls herself an accidental activist. She was a teacher, and she moved back to her hometown in Lowndes, Alabama, to do research and work in economic development. But that's when she discovered just how bad the sewage issue was in Lowndes. And her work caught the attention of the Justice Department, which in May released findings of an 18-month investigation, finding that Alabama county officials have neglected their constituents.
So the 50 over 50 U.S. list is officially out now. And Huma, what do you think the takeaway is for viewers at home, especially for young women who are just starting out their careers and those who are mid-career and beyond?
Mika, I hearken back to the conversation you and I had a year ago when I asked you that question, and really what, you know, you and I have talked about a lot over this last year, which is that pivoting professionally at any age is not just a possibility, but we should make it a priority to consider that there's a whole list of women, 50 over 50 women, showing us the way, and to be curious about trying new things.
Yeah, and also for younger women, you have a long runway, much longer than you could have ever imagined. Thank you, Maggie McGrath and Huma Abedin. And you'll be hearing much more about the women who made our 50 over 50 U.S. list in the weeks to come, in addition to our luncheon honoring these successful women in New York City this fall. Of course, all leading up to our annual 30-50 Summit in Abu Dhabi in and around International Women's Day in March.